Hi, I'm John Gebhardt, President of the Friends of the Log Cabins, and be aware you can visit the village anytime dawn to dusk and see these beautiful 1800 structures that were built by pioneers to this area. This sign welcomes you to the village, and I especially like the last statement, "May all who pass this way reflect a bit from whence we came." Back in 1968, the Quinsippee Island Heritage Foundation created this village by saving and moving these original 1800 structures here.
Hi, I'm Rich Keppner. I portray a general storekeeper or owner from the early 1800s. I'm located here at the Adams General Merchandise on Quinsippee Island in the Log Cabin Village in Quincy, Illinois. Do you know who else was a store owner like this? Abraham Lincoln. Long before he was president, long before he was even a lawyer in Springfield, he owned a general store in a small log cabin village near Springfield. And that's where he perfected his communication skills, his ability to talk to people of all kinds. And then later he was known as the great communicator. Because think about it, back in the early 1800s there was no electricity. There were no TVs, there were no computers, there were no cameras, there were no telephones. So how did people communicate? How did they find out what was going on in the rest of the world? Well, there were newspapers, but in a little village like this, you might be lucky to get a newspaper maybe once a month that some traveler dropped off. So you learned what was going on by talking to other people. So every time someone came through a little village like this to stock up on their supplies that before they moved on, they would stop at the general store. And the general store then became the social center. And everyone would gather at the social center to find out what was going on in the rest of the world, ask questions and communicate. Located on the right side of the cabin are artifacts the Quincy Museum displays for frontier settlement days to show what a typical 1800 store would have available for sale. The tub would probably have been used by a place where they offered guests the opportunity to take a bath. The wash tub with a washboard would have been purchased by pioneers to wash their clothes. The wash tub could also be used to take a bath. Bathing was done at the most once a week, all in the same water. The oldest man went first and then on down in age to the youngest kid. When the last person was done, usually the baby, the water was pretty cloudy, which is where the saying comes from, "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater." Located near the wash tub are other artifacts that would have been for sale in a pioneer store. The wooden wash machine would have been used before electricity. On the left side of the Clad Adams cabin, the Friends have items to be given to visitors who make a donation to help restore, preserve, and maintain the village structures. One of the Friends Board's members, Terry Mitten, has made and donated many wooden items. The items are also available on the Friends website for a donation. Other items made available during the Frontier Settlement Day are fresh produce like gourds, pumpkins, and watermelons. Thanks again for visiting the Clad Adams General Store.
You can visit the village anytime from dawn to dusk, and we basically have a self-informational guided tour that's on our website that you can go visit, and you can either download it or you can reach it by Wi-Fi down here in the village. I would appreciate it if you'd sign our guest book so we know you visited to enjoy seeing these historic structures, and as the entrance sign says, "May all who pass this way reflect a bit from whence we came."